And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Hunter Green.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And stepping in for New York, Mickey Mantle. Tap foul at the plate. Now the 0-1. Yeah, there's the strike. Next offering misses down and away.
1-2.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Now batting Jarren Duran. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
0-1.
And that one fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Judy Johnson digging in now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. Squeezes it. And that is that. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Yuri Perez. Lots of punch outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Strike. Woo. No ball. One strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And up next for Miami, Honus Wagner. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Swing and a ball popped up. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And here is Matt Olson. Green back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts it away for the out. Here's Juan Soto. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Tosses to first. They get the out on Soto. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Hit hard on the ground to short. To first, Rutschman retired. Out number 3. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's a big power threat, Gabriel Moreno. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. He circles the bases. It's 1-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of
it. Ernie Clement, the next up for the Marlins. Way inside, gets out of the way. Up the middle. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Y'all just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Runner at second, nobody out. 0-2 now as he swings through it. He goes down looking. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Clement leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Up the middle. Throw to first in time. He's in there. Tim Raines, the next up for the Marlins. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Foul ball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Started after it, appeal to third, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. And we're back. Stepping in, Derek Jeter. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And there's a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. And here comes Tommy Edman. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Fought off foul. And that is out of play. That's out to center field. Reigns sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Yuri Perez digs in now. Perez, just 21 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a big swing and a miss.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here in Miami, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Pete Crow Armstrong. And there's a ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto really on his horse for it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 1 down, base is empty. And strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. Honus Wagner, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, not close. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That missed by a lot. And now 3-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner goes again. Right side. Edman slings to first. And they get Charleston for the out. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Mickey Mantle. There's a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far.
No
It
ball.
helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. That one ripped. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. It's 2-1.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
And next for the Mets, Jarren Duran. Went down on strikes his first time through. And a swing and a miss.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Johnson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Outside, and that's ball one. What a stop. Jump throw. And they get the out. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. 101 on the gun. Swing and a miss. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Man at second. And that one fouled off. And he deals. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Fouled off down the right side. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Soto moving back for it. You can kiss it goodbye. He leaves the yard to right. It's 3-1.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And now it's going to be Hunter Green. Gets him to chase after that one.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
2 down, bases empty. Matt McClain, the next up for the Marlins. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And they'll do it again. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Adley Rutschman. Green back to work. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
To the right side. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down. So up next for New York, Derek Jeter struck out swinging his first time. This to third. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Tommy Edman at the plate, flying to left his first time. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Leading off, Tim Raines.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
1 strike.
And that misses. And it's 1-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. So the lineup flips over. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ronald Acuna Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one at triple digits.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that's off the outside edge. And the count even 1-1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Back here in Miami. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Yuri Perez. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Bunts it towards the mound. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Mickey Mantle will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Very unusual here. An intentional walk with the bases empty and 1 out. Now it's the power speed combo. Jarren Duran. 0 for 2. In this one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Going to 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I don't.
Runner on the go. Got him swinging. No throw. He's in there safely. And stepping in for New York, Judy Johnson. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And Acuna able to make the grab, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Marlins, Honus Wagner. On the ground, out to short. Jeter tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Oscar Charleston. Into center. He hauls it in. 2 away. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Marlins.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Edman on to first. Marlins set down in order. Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of inning number 7. Here's Matt Olson down. New pitcher for the Marlins, Billy Wagner.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That's in there. 0-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
0-2 now. Got him looking. And there's one down. Watch Soto now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And there's the strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Next one in the dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Rutschman swings through it for strike 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
On to Oscar. Rutschman retired. Derek Jeter up now for the Mets. He's a guy who does it all. On the ground. Over to first. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And at the plate for Miami, Ernie Clement. That one is absolutely belted. Mantle going back on this one. On the warning track. And hauls it in. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Billy Wagner. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that will fall. And the pitcher with a base hit.
Well, always a little boost and a bonus when you can get a productive result from the pitcher. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And now here is Matt McClain.
No ball. 1 strike.
Throw to second and great jump. Ohtani, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. and they add to their lead. It's 5-1.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Base is empty, one away. Now the left fielder, Tim Raines. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Still only one out here in the inning. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Popped up. And Johnson makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. And that one hammered back there. Booyah! He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1.
A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Late with the swing there.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here, the bottom of the 7th. And down on strikes. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Back here in Miami, we go to the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. And he swings through that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Hard hit left side. Wagner with the throw to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So digging in, Mickey Mantle. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely. Now the number 2 hitter.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
On the ground, right side. McLean. The throw to first, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 56, Joe.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Honus Wagner. That one fouled off. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
And up next for Miami, Oscar Charleston. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are Purdue.
Runner takes off. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And it falls. And now 2 aboard.
He's safe.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Popped up first base side. Olsen makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish, batting for the first time here in the 8th inning after coming into the game as a pinch runner. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Comes up empty.
Oh, you got to go for the strikeout here. Pitcher at the plate, attack it just like it's any other hitter.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Mantle. And that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. And step In for New York, Judy Johnson. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to Oscar. Now one gone in the ninth. Here's Matt Olson. 1 for 3.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Hard hit right side. On to Oscar. Now only 1 out remaining. And now it's Juan Soto. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. 1 strike away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a nice job of taking that pitch on the outside the other way and just beat the shift. This guy's not known for using the whole field, but right there he took one.
Ripped towards third, and that'll do it. Green with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.